Whoops, wrong. Hey, how's it going? Oh, it's because I'm up like super early. My wife started a new shift where she goes in an hour early, and I thought, I haven't been biking as much as I want to. So I'm going to get up when she gets up. I'm just going to jump on my bike. It's been tough changing up the routine. It's summertime, and it's hot in this garage. Yeah, so it doesn't right now. I'm doing a workout, and what the trainer does, it tries to keep me in the exact wattage. Like right now, it's trying to hold me at 220. I can fight it by pedaling harder, and it makes it easier and brings me back to where I'm supposed to. But if you're just riding around like normal, yeah, it does. It ramps up the resistance like you're going uphill. So it feels pretty realistic. Some guys even have like a thing on the front of their bike that like raises and lowers. It's supposed to be a really easy workout. I'm feeling it. And where is it? Yeah, it's just the bike's just hooked up. The rear wheel is off. Yeah, exactly. Like this is my normal bike that I do ride outside, and yeah, you just take the wheel off. So you can pretty much put sort of any bike you want on this. Like if my wife decides that she wants to ride this for once, I can just swap her bike on. So you streaming today, or is it just a normal work day? I don't know what songs are playing. This is the YouTube Music apps Energize Workout Super Mix. I bet you don't get enough sleep. You're like on all the time. I don't think most people don't get enough sleep. I went to bed super early last night. We had a long weekend here in Canada. I was up too early, staying up too late. It's catching up with me. Like it was like 7:30 last night. I'm like, I'm going to bed. I can barely keep my eyes open. Your body doesn't like a change in routine. Even this getting up 1 hour early, it's killing me. Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I started streaming was this. Like, I'm going to be on my bike in the garage at 6 in the morning anyways. So I may as well have some people to chat with. Yeah, it's really good. I wish the the user base would grow a bit, especially with Zwift. This program here, it's just everybody else that Zwifts is watching each other when they're not Zwifting. That's like your next level. You go on a bike trip. That seems to be the thing right now. Ride across the country on your bike and stream it. Change the view angle. View that. So the colored bars at the bottom represent the different power zones that this workout is doing. Trying to keep it green and below. Yeah, it's tough in North America because riding a bike is considered a hobby. So you don't get the same treatment on your commute as you would be if you're in your car. But a lot of other countries, like especially in Europe, it's like biking is like what everyone just does. Is your commute pretty long? I've heard some horror stories of insane commutes in Japan. This one's 40 minutes. You can kind of pick. I try to keep it under an hour, just so I'm not on the bike getting bored. An hour seems to be about a good time where you're excited to get back on the bike the next day. Yeah, pre-COVID, we would host international high school students, and some of the girls from Japan, their commutes were insane. It was like, oh, I ride my bike for half an hour to the bus stop, and then I leave my bike at the bus stop, and then I take a bus for 35 minutes to the train station, and then I take a train for another 30 minutes, and then I walk 20 minutes from the train station to the school. I was like, holy crap. Ah, 2 hours. I'm working from home today because I was complaining about my commute is 40 minutes on bike or like 20 minutes driving. I was telling my boss, I'm like, this commuting is wasting time. I could just stay home, roll out of bed, and just get to work. Not many people on today. Well, since today, this morning, the early time slot, everyone's still in bed. Prime time Zwifting is like 10 a.m. At 10 a.m., that's like people like me who are at work. with like Twitch on in the background. Right. Oh yeah, no, I'm like I say, I'd be on my bike anyways. It's just funny you can tell Zwift is still such an unknown, but as soon as I take my camera outside, there's a fine line. You need just enough people in your watching you to chat at a comfortable pace. Hey, Beer Bear. But I can't imagine those streamers that have like thousands of viewers. I'd feel bad that I was missing people's chat. Sounds good, Bear. Oh, it's getting hot. Shouldn't complain. Well, I think when you're doing like IRL, especially with like what you're doing, you're on the move. Like you're moving around, you're looking at stuff. Like it's hard to. Cycling is actually perfect for this. Because even when I'm on my bike, I have like chat right there. I know you're riding down the street. Oh, I'm getting past that draft pack, leaving me in the dust. Ah, those. So the ones with the colored bar was bots. Everybody else on the list is real people. So they have what's called pace bots. And the pace bots just ride around at a steady pace. They have ones of varying degrees of difficulty. And when you group up with a pace bot and there's a bunch of you, you can draft. And people have a hard time pacing properly. People just want to jump on and like go super fast. Think they got to ride hard all the time. So they can ride with the pace bots and be like, okay, this is what I should be riding at. Let's take it easy. But yeah, other than the few pace bots, everyone is real. I could make the screen bigger once. Yeah, all right. Not really. Like, so I'll tell you a thing about Zwift. Zwift has been out since something like 2016. It was built, I think, by game designers who have never played a video game in their life. So the character creation screen is pretty much just based on your height and weight. And you can pick like skin tone and facial hair and regular hair. That's like it. So there's no crazy customization at all. You can pick the jerseys though. That's kind of a thing. People like collecting all the jerseys. And you can pick your bike. There's a lot of bikes to choose from. And as you level up, yeah, you can, that's about it. I can pick my sunglasses. This particular course is in France. And I think for the Tour de France right now, they have extra fake spectators cheering. Hey, beer. All those games that you've been playing are awesome. Like, so classic. Oh, how's that been going? Well, it's getting better. Oh, always something to do. Something to get checked. Never ends. Yeah, it's always like a surprise. Like, what are we gonna see? £39. That's amazing. Yeah, it's like actually after having surgery, things could go either way. You either lose a bunch of weight or you gain a crap ton because you're not as mobile as you were and you're sitting around more often. It's like I've been saying I need to cut 20 pounds for like the last 30 years. Yeah, that's I think the best way of doing it is don't look at like the very end goal. I think that always screws me up. Is I'm like, yeah, like I want to be 190, but that seems so far in the distance. I've just been going by 10. Like I want to hit 220. And once I hit 220, I'm like, okay, let's do this. I want to get to 210. Because 190 seems so far away that you get discouraged when you have a little blip. Yeah. I did the whole keto thing for a while, hardcore, and it works, but I don't think the keto diet is sustainable at all. Like you can eat, yeah, like, I mean, you can eat like keto stuff, but to strictly adhere to the diet is super hard. Yeah, well, it's tough if your schedule's all over the place. It's just sort of like you eat when you can, and then you're eating at 2 a.m., going to bed. That's the problem for me is, yeah, I think protein helps you feel full more so than you like shrunk your system. My problem is I can't eat a plate of food, but my brain really, really wants a plate of food. My brain really wants 12 cookies. I bet in Japan they probably got in crazy assed flavors. Yeah, 'cause it's always looking for what it's missing. But you don't really know what it's missing. Your body's just hungering for something. So then you eat everything trying to find that missing vitamin. I think all that stuff helps. That's crazy. Walking is underrated. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. I think people don't walk enough. There needs to be more walking. Oh, you've come a long way, man. Beer Bear really did look like a bear at 3:30. A small bear. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is don't overdo it. You add things one at a time. I actually find losing weight is easier when I don't ride. Riding my bike turns on the hunger, like extreme. Like this riding right now is just maintenance. Not trying to do anything crazy, but trying to just maintain my fitness level. Yeah, when I was racing like twice a week, I just couldn't stop eating, like at all. I was gaining weight while racing twice a week and riding my bike, 10 plus hours a week at the same time. Getting warm. Getting warm. Well, that's what they're saying, the off season. The off season is when you do all your weight cutting. Because once road season starts. Oh man. Is it still super bad down there? Like, that's crazy. Yeah. Cabbage, man, that'll fill you up. Ah. That's crazy that. Oh, shit. That's super bad. That stuff doesn't last long. I wasn't paying attention to my heart rate. Gotta bring this workout down a few notches. Trying to keep my heart rate below 135 while doing this easy thing. And as it creeps up, I'm supposed to be dropping the wattage. But I totally was not paying attention. How long does you have to be on the formula for? Is there like a end date that you're shooting for? At least till 24 months. Have I ever won any races? No, I have not. I've come top 10 in a few races. The team I'm on has won. Yeah, most of the races I do are actually classified, so there's a little more fair. With any video game, there's a lot of cheating. So if you go in the open races, a favorite thing for people to do is for the fast guys to race in the slow division. Like I'm classified as a C, there's D, C, B, A, and A plus. And I'm a C. And if you just go in the rando races, like there's a race starting every 15 minutes or a bike ride or whatever. You'll get like A's and B's riding in the C or D class. Just like, dude, get the heck out. But there's a couple actual race series where they monitor you. And if you go over certain limits, they boot you out. So I try to only do the legit race series. No one likes sandbaggers. You can kind of steer. They actually do make an attachment that you can turn your handlebars, but you can't steer all over the place. You can kind of just stay in your lane, and you can cut corners. So you can like dive for the turn. But they don't have it enabled in some races because it would be unfair. Because with the people that have steering actually do less distance. No, there's no crashing. You just ride right through people. Or that, yeah, the program crashes, not the people. We all make fun of it, but we all use it. I mean, Zwift is still the leader in the small segment of cycling apps. It is by far the best, but it has like amazing tons of flaws. Dimitri, did you miss a sprint? No sprints, man. No sprints. I actually got to keep turning this down. Got to get my heart rate in check. 140 is unacceptable. Well, with the new UI, they totally broke that. That was like the best feature. Yeah, you don't have friends. No riding with friends for you. You're just a joke. We all know you don't have friends. You log in, you have no friends. No one to ride with. Oh, 75% is as low as it'll let you make. Not very often. I would say there's an update every month and a bit. Yes, actually, when Wahoo purchased RGT, there was a bunch of changes like that. Instant. It was like the next day they were like, oh shit, here's some stuff that you always wanted. Oh yeah, for COVID, it was awesome. Like I have buddies when you could ride with friends. We would meet every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. We would all jump in Discord. We'd go for a ride together and chat on Discord. It was awesome. Well, it's easy too. Yeah, where it's like winter and dark. Yeah, trainer prices, that is the big entry barrier. They're expensive still. But they should be coming way down. I was reading an article that the trainer industry misjudged the supply and demand, and they ramped up the supply after demand was already gone. Yeah, no one wants to get hit, run over. Oh, Ceres. Apparently, Ceres is liquidating their trainers because they're going into some sort of weird, not bankruptcy thing. And you could get a Ceres H3. They were selling them for like $6.99. It's like half off. Or what you'll probably see is a crap ton of used trainers come on the market because everyone bought them for COVID just to get some exercise. And then there's got to be a ton of people who are out there thinking, I only rode a bike because of COVID and I don't really like bike riding. I've already seen quite a few used bikes for decent prices. Oh, what's going on? Little Tuesday morning sandstorm. Thanks. Like we were talking about yesterday, Suspenders. We care. It's actually kind of funny. Most of the guys who ride and stream have over-the-top stream setups. It's because we already realize that bikes and trainers are really expensive. Why won't my heart rate go down? I'm like barely pedaling. There we go. Well, as Suspenders, we were chatting yesterday about this, where it's kind of funny. Most of the viewers don't necessarily really care that you have like a pro studio setup. You know, some of the most popular streamers out there, you know, have just like super basic systems, but I love tech stuff. So my streaming is driven by my love for like gadgets. And I like messing around with stream stuff just as much as, you know, streaming and cycling. And it's kind of funny because when you stream on your bike, you got a lot of free time to do stuff. Like your hands are free. I can ride my bike and I can like mess with keyboards. Actually, there was a guy, I haven't seen him in a while. Where has he been? He put like a DJ setup on his treadmill. And he was running on the treadmill in Zwift, DJing. But every time my wife comes out in the garage, she's like, why is there more lights? Where do these lights come from? Oh. I don't even know if the lights work. I haven't been in the garage in a long time. Reward is temporarily unavailable. What? Why are the... Oh, it's not working. I have like a commuter type bike that I do most of my riding outside because this bike actually is kind of funny. This bike's only been outside one time since October of 2019. Well, let's finish this route first here. Let's cross the finish line. I need to like fix something. Things are not a-working here. Open this. That's what happens when you don't do this. Connections. Twitch. Fix this here next. Oh, it's asking me for a password. Like I remember any of that. Oh, whoops. Tokens. Okay, I think that worked. Let's see. Oh, Zavabot is here. Well, I was done, but then I realized none of my lights work. There we go. It's the problem with riding in the morning is I don't really feel like going to work. I'm gonna ride my bike a bit more. Going. Let's do a little cool down for a couple kilometers. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go. Yeah. They put out special courses for, go end this ride. Okay, let's save. We can go to like the fake world. This is Watopia. This is like their made up world. They actually have New York, Central Park. Let's go. Hey, Stickball Living, thanks for the follow. Let's just trying to pick here where I want to go. Let's go Beach Island Loop. Come on, Zwift. Load. Load. There we go. Yes. I think, yes, they do. I haven't streamed in the garage in so long. Yeah, I believe they flash if people follow. They do a whole bunch of stuff that I don't. I use a program called Lumia Stream, and it's got a lot of built-in features. You need that on your backpack. Like lights, like this. You need more batteries to power all your lights. I think some of the lights work on commands too. I know I have some in the points section, but I'm pretty sure if you just type in exclamation mark green or something like that, the lights. Yeah. Yeah. I think that still works. Let's try this here. Yeah, it works. There is a setting somewhere that you can, it syncs with the music, but I've never really gotten it to sync properly. Like the music sync is not awesome. Yeah, totally need a disco ball. That's kind of the problem is when you ride over through the winter, it's pitch black in this garage. But the sun's starting to come up. Little Friday night dance party, cycling. But it won't take no for an answer. No. Did you just say no? Yes. What would you like to do? No. I'm viewing on, yeah, on a PC screen. My computer and my screen. It's kind of hard because I only have the one. monitor. I'm actually watching Zwift on the screen, so it's like this big. I'd really like to probably at one point get another monitor so I can watch Zwift full size. And that's the same computer that I run. Yeah, the wife would totally notice a 50-inch in here. I see she's got two 28s, and she's kind of wanted to go to 32s. So I could be like, hey, honey, I would like to get you some new monitors, but really I want to buy her new monitors so I could have hers. Yeah, actually, Dimitri, exactly. I was thinking that too. Instead of just getting another monitor, get like a 39-inch, like wide one, because then you could have OBS or whatever on here. I have Zwift in the middle, chat on the left, on the right side. Like you can break it up a bit. I feel like the last many streams, things have been really stable. I have a hard time. I want to be able to see all the audio levels because I want to make sure everything's working. But I think I got it pretty dialed in, and there's not really a necessity for me to actually be staring at, Streamlabs while I stream. Yeah, because like an ultra wide monitor would be like the same as having two monitors or three. Yeah, I can't stop. Hey, Doc. Day 2, man. Day 2. Getting up at 5 a.m. Yeah, I can't not watch things, and that's the problem. Actually, suspended. That's why I found the IRL streaming so flippin' tough, because you couldn't see stuff. I wanted to be able to watch the stream and like see things in action. And not being able to see stuff while I'm walking around is just, it's tough. It's hard. I'm always like, is it working? Is it working? Well, I was up at 5, but it took me a good 45 minutes to get the motivation to, cameras. See, and then this just happens. My power bar that my cameras are plugged into, for some reason, if you turn the fan on, the fan somehow backfeeds. I think I really did vanish. As we're just talking about how my stream has been super stable for a really long time, and 10 seconds later, both my cameras hit the off. That on. That on. Cameras go. There we go. I gotta change that. Stupid fan. Yeah, I just ate 7 chocolate bars. I just didn't want you guys to see that. We're all talking about like getting in shape, losing the pounds. Totally is. I'm super round. That's exactly what I do, Beer Bear. I gain weight so I can be like, look at me, I lost 5 pounds. But I lost that same 5 pounds 20 times. Oh, let's go to 5 kilometers. Go to 5K. Then I better go to work. Well, thanks for stopping by. I know the time zones can be a little bit of a challenge. What's kind of like about cycling is you can talk and ride pretty easily. You don't really have to pay attention. Especially you don't have to steer. Work is overrated. I got so much to do. Yeah. Or just pedal slower. So slow. Well, who else is lifting it this early in the morning here? We gotta have somebody. We got somebody we can raid. Lift. Dave Garge. Dave. Let's go. Dave is racing. Let's go say hi to Dave. Dave is racing into New York. Let's say hi to Dave. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by. Probably be here tomorrow morning again. But in the meantime, go cheer Dave on. He needs the cheering. I think he's in a race. I don't know, this is very small to look at. Or he's just riding with pace partners.